Hey, what's going on, Divine Feminines? Alright, so I'm just want to tap in real quick just to see what's good with y'all. See if I can give you a good old message to help you get through, this week or something like that. Because it's been kind of weird. And we have been really doing a damn thing around here, Divine Feminines. I'm telling you, we rocking this journey, okay? Majority of us are. Alright, we're staying in this energy of really listening to our spirit guides and trying to keep those vibes at a good frequency. We are stepping outside of our comfort zones. We are being more vulnerable. We're being more open. We're doing a whole bunch of different things this cycle of our life, which is a great thing because that's what spirit has been encouraging us to do. Like, it's so many ways to go about making these choices that we have to make, right? And doing it in a healthy way instead of us always being taken back, right, by our egos, by our emotions, things like that. Okay, so let's just see. I got two cards that came out initially. When I was shuffling, it just flew out, so I'm taking them, right? And I want to set my intentions, and then I'm ready. So I just say 111 on the timer. All right, so come on, Spirit, come through. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angelic guides, for helping me with this divine feminine reading. Protect us as we go through the spiritual gates to commune with you and close the gates to anything not in alignment. Thank you for using me as the messenger, speaking through me loud and clearly. Thank you for protecting my throat chakra and my energy. I ask that all karmic energies are blocked out from this reading and help me to deliver a message for my divine feminine's highest good. And so it is. Okay, so I got Saint Bridget and Kuan Yin. Alright, so let me show y'all. Try to pick it up. You can see it in Kuan Yin. So, Saint Bridget basically says, I give endless because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. Alright, so let me look her up. 166. So basically what she's saying, let me skip a page because we don't need the history. Saint Bridget lived in alignment with the highest, most exalted aspect of her being. She was born a slave, and yet legend relates that she gave away anything she possibly could to help those in need. Her generosity was an indication of the tremendous inner wealth she received from her connection to spirit. Her message to us is to reconnect to that inner fire, that eternal flame that feeds us more than anything external could ever do. Read poetry or whatever feels like sacred scripture to your soul. Let your soul voice surface through some uncensored automatic writing, or let your soul guide your body through movement. Dance, right? Write. Sing. Your answers right now are in releasing any attachments to personal possessions, clearing space, uncluttering your home, giving away what you don't need or someone needs more than you do, so that you have the sacred space to remember just how much you have when your soul is loud and ever present with you. So what can you clear out of your space that no longer resonates with you? I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. And I'm tripping because I already know, like, I'm divine feminine, so I'm part of the collective, and I'm like, automatically I went to my walk-in closet. One of my businesses shut down during COVID, and I had to move all my stuff out. So all of the stuff is inside of my closet. I got all types of black art, the stuff that was actually there within that space. And I'll be looking at it like all the time, like, I'm gonna clean this closet out. And a lot of times I don't want to part with this stuff because I paid for the stuff, right? So I'm like, maybe I should just sell the stuff. Like, I don't know. Or maybe I just forget it. Just give it away. Like, but then I'm like, I may get another building and I may want it, like I may need it to re-put more stuff in that space. Like, I'm gonna go through it. All right, Spirit, I hear you. I hear you. I'm gonna go through it. Okay. And a lot of us, we kind of keep and hold stuff, that we don't necessarily need any longer. So this is definitely the time for you to give endlessly. Okay, to give, okay? And you can start with some things that you don't use anymore, okay? So with Kuan Yin, she says, I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. Kuan Yin is about the deep medicine that comes simply from being willing to bear witness to someone else's pain. To really listen, we have to move from the ego to the soul so that the story we are listening to doesn't become about us or triggers us. This also applies to the moments when we are listening to the story we tell ourselves about who we are. We are often far harsher and less forgiving to ourselves than we would ever be to someone else. Kuan Yin suggests that we listen simply with curiosity. Curiosity allows us to detach from needing to take the suffering of someone we love personally. Curiosity is a door that leads to compassion. It frees us from feeling as though we have to react to what we hear or defend and explain our part in their suffering. We can just perceive the pain that they are in, or we can finally hear our own cries of despair and not seek to judge or justify them. We can just be present to what needs to be heard. Kuan Yin is the powerful energy of giving witness to our own or to someone else's suffering. Often just a calm, abiding presence of compassion is all that is needed to transform the suffering into clear light. So what pain or suffering can you listen to now with curiosity, huh? And I feel like this has a lot to do with your masculine because, we're being instructed to use empathy and compassion when it comes to them during this cycle of their life. They need it. Okay, so, and they're in a lot of pain. They're suffering silently. So instead of reacting, try to just listen. And sometimes they want to share their story and what's happening with them, with us, but we tend to get upset. We start to take it personal. We internalize. We start to put two and two together. And it's like, oh, you mother, right? Try not to do that. Just listen, okay? Because they do want to be able to have some type of outlet. But let me pull, of course, the tarot on this just to see what's going on here. I'll use this deck. Thank you. Show me what I need to see for St. Bridges. Queen of Wands comes out. Okay, so of course, you got goals basically. All right, and what I'm seeing is that because of what you do, the work that you do, okay, as well, some of you may do stuff publicly. You may be in the limelight, you may be doing things through social media, whatever it is. It's like I feel like you have a big enough network of people that you are connecting to that you should be able to give to. And when it comes to your belongings and your things, or even what I just heard is like, I feel like you're giving to these people endlessly. Okay. And it's like, it's okay with you though. Like whatever you're doing, it's like you're very passionate. You're very positive. You're very uplifting. Okay. You're always by people's side. I feel like you give a part of yourself to a lot of people. Okay. So, it doesn't necessarily have to be about you giving away your things and decluttering, even though I'm hearing Spirit say, yes, that's part of it. Okay. That's part of it. But however, right. All right, so here we go. 6 of Cups comes out. That's what it is. Give your generosity. Okay, give. You help people to stay connected to happier times. It's like you're almost in this energy of helping people to raise their vibrations, right? You do have a very familiar spirit is what I'm hearing. It almost feels, you're connecting with people that are part of your soul tribe here. In your community, whatever you're doing here publicly, you're meeting a lot of people in your soul tribe is what I'm hearing. So with some people in your soul tribe that may need some things as well. Okay. So, you don't have to cling to these things any longer from your past. You don't need them. Basically, you don't need them. Release it. Okay. So with some people in your soul tribe that you can connect with that could possibly use some things. Okay. 3 of Wands comes out in an upright position on top of that. All right. So it's okay. It's okay for you to let them go. They're restricting you at this time. Okay. Because you're going to be expanding to even more. So you got to let go of the old in order for the new to come in. 10:01 p.m. here in Baltimore. Tell me about, I recognize the suffering in order to release it. Kuan Yin. Tell me about Kuan Yin. Tell me about Kuan Yin. Yeah, that's even like the same energy I'm feeling. It's like only thing that you want to have in your cup with your person is compassion, is love. Okay, Nine of Wands comes out in a reverse position because it's some adversity. Okay, and yes, you are very resilient, and you know you stand in your truth, and you know you stand up for yourself and everything, right? Yeah, we know. All right, but what I'm seeing here is like your person here, in order to keep them from being on a defense, okay, and refusing to compromise with you, you may want to show compassion. Show a little empathy is what I'm hearing. Wow. Why? They're going through this transformation. So it's like, and what I just heard is like death of the ego. Like they're dying to self. It's like they're releasing a lot of old ways, toxic ways, habits, mindsets, patterns. And they're going through a lot here where they're starting to see the truth about the people that they're connected to. They're seeing the truth about their situations, and it's heavy. It's like this dark night of the soul type energy. The moon card is here. I didn't even see it. It's like they're getting a lot of clarity here. And a lot of stuff that was hidden from them, they're now seeing it. Okay. They're now seeing it. Yep. The moon card comes out again. Clarified by the moon card. Wow. This is stuff from their subconscious mind, like deep within, that is coming forward. Okay. So it's fear. It's like it's creating this anxiety for them, right? But it's showing them they're seeing. How can I put it? The stuff that they fear is like right there in their face right now. This is, your person has a lot of trouble when it comes to trusting their instincts. Okay, when it comes to trusting their intuition. All right, so I'm definitely feeling a sense of them struggling in that way. With this, so because you are highly intuitive and you already get in certain. How can you get in the esoteric knowledge, like you get in spiritual insight, you got the foresight, so you really pretty much know what's happening with your person. So that means what? That you have to put your ego to the side. Whatever it is that you're fearing, you're being asked to face. Okay, so that you can help. This is the best way for you to help navigate through this phase of your story, right? It's not like you are actually physically helping your person to do these things. You doing these things yourself is helping your person, okay? It's whatever those negative influences are that have been manifesting in your person's life here. They're very certain about what's happening now. Okay, the Ten of Cups comes in a reverse position, so they're unhappy. They got situations going on it's like domestic conflict. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they could be, whoever they got kids by, whoever they may be married to. Some people got masculines that are married. It could be a freaking mother, whatever it is, right? They're not getting that emotional contentment or that stability. They are dealing with meddling relatives. They're dealing with a lot of external forces here. Three of Pentacles in a reverse position. So again, it's like it's a lack of cohesion there with whatever's going on in their external world, their situations. Okay, then it's a lot of conflict in their practical life. That's just how I'm seeing it. Tell me about this conflict. Five of Swords comes out in the reverse position here. Show me what I need to see. It's like they can't find, it's like they're trying to find some type of resolution to resolve these things here, but it's still a lot of fighting. It's arguments, it's disputes, it's tension, whatever the conflict may be. Okay, and it just seems like things aren't getting better here. And it's like when it comes to them actually being able to reconcile with you, it's just reconciling those differences. That will card came out, and that's what I seen. It's like things aren't getting better. It's like they keep still being caught up in this karmic cycle, and they don't have any control. Okay, and these external events is affecting y'all relationship. Okay, it's affecting y'all relationship. Yeah, the Magician comes out in the upright position here. So when it comes to them really trying to have this willpower to manifest here, you guys back together, boom, 8 of Wands comes in a reverse. Something comes in and causes delays. Okay, it could be, you know, miscommunication of some sort, but whatever it is, when it comes to y'all being able to move forward, honey, something comes in and just disrupts the plans. But what I'm seeing is that they could be kind of charging ahead really too fast, right? They got these ideas and they got the plans, but they need to slow down because they're not really considering the next steps. And what it's doing is it's causing conflict. Okay, so here I got the 5 of Swords that came out, and it makes them feel defeated. It feels like, okay, because they're moving so quickly, it's so crazy. I want to pull on that. Okay, and they end up arguing with somebody, and they just give up because this is like they feel so defeated by this, like they're not winning regardless of what they say. Okay, so tell me about Justice comes out. So what I'm saying with that is I definitely see the law of cause and effect taking place. It's like the scales are balancing here, and it's on the right side of this tarot card is upright. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing resolutions. Okay, that's going to come out of this situation. It's like regardless, as long as your person here is in their integrity, as long as you're in your integrity, the fairest decision will be made. Okay, and this is from the universe. But they definitely are dealing with some type of karma because they did some stuff here that was unjust, right? That it was they didn't take full responsibility for something, or their ego got in the way with something, and it caused some disharmony or injustice between you and them. Whatever it is, right? It's karma. Okay, and the universe is basically making them own up to it. High Priestess in the reverse. So they're being directed to really just go within, to really direct their intention inward so that they can be able to find the answers that they need. Okay, but they're repressing their emotions here. But you as Divine Feminine, you are the guardian of the subconscious mind, honey. Okay, they got so much conflict that they're going through externally and internally. Okay, so it's a lot for them at the moment to try to focus, to go within. Okay, and again, like I said, I feel like a lot of them don't really know how to trust their own insight. All right, so you have a lot of spiritual enlightenment, okay, insight that comes to you. So you're being guided in a way that will help you to be able to use your empathy. Look, 1010 comes out. I know, right? To find the compassion, or to go into a state of acceptance and keep moving forward here with the 5 of Cups here in the reverse. You know, don't focus on the loss. It's a lot of changes that's happening. Cycles are ending. I mean, the storms are brewing, honey. But you are healing from the past. You are facing your mirror, okay? You are at this point where you're starting to accept, like, okay, things aren't turning out the way I expected it to, but I got to change my perspective. So keep changing your perspective about the situation here. And now it's like, okay, yeah, dig deep within, okay, honey? Flip that humanity switch for your masculine, because you already know, we know how to turn that sucker off for them, like, okay? But yeah, tap into your heart space here with your peoples, okay? Tell me what is Divine Feminine's energy. What's Divine Feminine's energy? So the 5th chakra came out when it comes to your throat chakra, and your self-expression. Okay, the angel of love came out, and I'm going to show you guys the cards in a second. So it is some things that you want to communicate here with your person, but the appreciation is in a reverse position. And I do feel a sense, of course, you're dissatisfied. But you are. I feel like you're not. You're trying to express the love and not the fact that you're dissatisfied. If you're not doing that and you're actually verbally like, look, I hate this, I don't like it, you get on my nerves, you suck, your ideas are stupid. You understand? Because you know how we can get, right? If you in that energy, tone it down. You want to express the love, okay? Because of course the power of love, come on now, it's the highest vibration of all. It literally will help change or shift your person's energy to one of love, okay? Where they won't be so guarded and so closed off and argumentative and things like that. I know we'd be like, why, right? But yeah, I feel like, for the majority of you who are actually starting to understand and get, what's happening here with this journey, and the fact of the matter that your person is just pretty much the catalyst to your ascensions, okay? And you're starting to see like, it's connecting the dots, right? They're just here to help me to grow spiritually. This situation is just another lesson to help me to grow spiritually, right? So that I can begin to help somebody else through this experience that I have with my person. I'm literally supposed to use this as a guide to teach others. It's like you're starting to connect the dots, like this shit isn't really happening. This is an illusion, right? So now you're starting to realize, and you're catching on to what your spirit team is saying. If you're not, honeys, catch on. They're giving you the answers. They're showing you like, yeah, put your ego to the side. Face whatever it is that's in your ego that keeps triggering you, because what you need to do, and we're going to give you very, direct instructions, is step by step. We ain't getting it all at once. We get the message of, use compassion, use empathy. You're like, right? All right, I'm going to do it. But the reason why I'm doing it, because each step you're going to be given, but it's actually literally helping you with the dynamics of your story and with this person to help them to go through their ascensions as well. Okay, like I said, I always tell y'all, like, this ain't rocket science right here. We don't have to be literally having doctorate's degrees and shit to do this. All we got to have is a good, strong ass spirit team. And look, 10:14 on my clock. And also totally tapped into our intuition to know, right? That spirit of discernment to know like what we're supposed to be doing here. So what you should be expressing is the love. Your angels are working behind the scenes to bring you guys together, to forge this connection together so that y'all can have something very intimate, something deeper. And also showing you how to direct that love to yourself first when it's not being given, right? Because I get it. I feel like a lot of masculines are really kind of like closed off. It feels like from divine feminine. It feels like they're not showing. They may be verbalizing some things, but they're not showing it. There's no movement. I want to pull from the Power of Love deck real quick. Tell me what I need to see here from my divine feminines. It may still come out because I still see it, but we'll see. What do I need to see from my divine feminines? These cards are so fresh and new. Thank you. Gratitude. Look at that. Gratitude, appreciation. Both reverse, but these don't read reversal. It says, fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. Gratitude. Yeah, some of you may be feeling like this. Like, I ain't happy with you at all, universe. Fuck this, right? You got me fucked up out here in these divine feminine streets. Universe, what's up? Right? But it says, when you live in gratitude, you are acknowledging to the universe your appreciation for every event that occurs in your life. Be thankful for each experience, whether you label it good or bad, because without it, you will not evolve. Granted, heartbreaking things happen in this physical dimension, but if you look upon them as a lesson to learn as opposed to misfortunes inflicted on you, you glimpse the bigger picture. Everything can be a gift. As you consciously experience gratitude, you are mindful that even the simplest aspect of your life are wondrous and miraculous. With this outlook, your focus is placed on abundant consciousness, not on lack. As you acknowledge source energy, you expand your awareness and come to realize that you are a part of something much larger than yourself, and that every moment is precious. So you get it? This is why, I feel like you expressing the love is what's helping to change your situation in you. Don't express your dissatisfaction. Okay? Express gratitude for the lessons. You are part of something much greater, Divine Feminine. It's much larger than you. Shit. I know, loves. So anything else you want me to relate to my Divine Feminines? So your masculine is definitely trying to end things peacefully with this karmic energy. They don't want a relationship with none of those karmics, okay? You see that? But the problem is that the karmics are trying everything to burden the divine masculine, and they want to be able to do things in peace, but it's just not working because, again, as you can see across the globe, ever since we got this full moon energy a couple of days ago, the karmics been on their best, right? So ever since then, it just seems like, and probably even before them, it just seems really heightened at this time. It's like they're doing things to burden them so that they can't pursue you. And so your masculine may have several karmics. I'm definitely picking up, it could be two feminine energies in their life that are a whole headache. And where you may feel like they want to be with those people, they don't. They don't want a relationship with them. They just want it to be peaceful. They don't want no drama. They don't want to be stuck up in the midst of, mess. And that's all that they've been getting. But of course, it's because the karmics are what? Lessons. So they were not learning the lessons. So this is how they got all these karmics. Okay. But what I feel like is that they're starting to see a lot of truth about themselves. And they are beginning to acknowledge that, hey, this is on me. So one message from the Ancestor spirits for my Divine Feminines, please. Explore your creative side. That's so crazy because today I usually paint, right? I do acrylic pours, and I actually put, so if y'all feeling generous, in my wish list, I actually put some acrylic paint and pours on my Amazon wish list. So if you're feeling generous, again, thank you so much in advance. And I even, like, my client does coloring books and things like that. They're ethnic based, but I got one and it was for angels. I love it. And I was like, I forgot I got this coloring book. I should start coloring in it. I used to love coloring. So I'm going to go get me some crayons, or the color pencils or something like that and begin to start coloring in these coloring books, or either I'm going to start painting again. I definitely feel the energy to do so. The only thing is that because I live in an apartment and I got carpet, and I literally, the whole pandemic, I had plastic, the painter's plastic stuff that you lay down. I had that like covering everything. So like all in my dining room was just the whole daggone art studio. And I don't want to live like that. And I got paint in my carpet and things like that because I don't, acrylic pour is messy. So you need space to be able to do all of that. But that's the only thing that's going to stop me is that. But however, what it says here, Get your artistic energy flowing. Try to make time for yourself to paint, write, sing, play, bake, or build every day. Every day, y'all. Even if you can only find a few minutes at a time, regularly engaging your imagination will make a noticeable difference to your energy. You do not have to be an artist, musician, or chef. When you start thinking more creatively, you invite inspiration and ingenuity to all you do. So when you unlock your imagination, you are opening yourself to healing energy from the universe. Creativity is connected to your passion, your solar plexus, and sexual chakras. It is also linked to life force and positive energy. So when you are not using your creativity, you can start to feel restless, frustrated, or numb. Re-energized by painting, planting, sewing, singing, playing, or thinking outside the box. The card also encourages you to look for a unique solution to a problem. Okay, so visualize, paint, record. You understand? Journal, paint, get creative. 1022. The synchronicities has been like boom, 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 right? Get creative, divine feminine. Okay, because there's a lot of negative influences and factors that are still trying to stop you and your divine masculine connecting, right? Because you already know. Look what y'all got going on. You are part of a bigger, let me tell you, the role you play right now. I don't know if you guys understand this or not. Like, we're light workers, honey. We're here to shine our light on this world. We're here to be a positive influence. We're here to help people see through the illusions. We're here to help people connect back to their higher self, their joy, their peace. This is what we do, okay? It's part of a whole bigger picture here. And of course, you're going to have devil energy, or look, the devil come through. However, it's just energy. That's how I feel about it. But just come through and try to bring disruption, okay, to whatever is balanced. And you already know, if it's not balanced, if it's disruption, if it's chaotic, God ain't in that. So you want to stay in the energy of love, because while you operate in that energy of light, period, right? You're connected to source God. God is love. Okay, so boom. Let's try to find the compassion. All right. Flip the switch, y'all. You can do it. I'm doing it. Shit. I love y'all. Hit the like button. Peace.